go there. So close your eyes and you may go there. So close your eyes and you may close your eyes. Feel your heart go there. So close your eyes and you may
Let the dollar circulate. Let the dollar circulate.
Talk to me.
You want Q Money to talk to him, I'ma talk to him. Wake the streets up.
Othello on the beat.
When you talk to me nice. Don't know what I've been through, crying through rainy nights. But I'm a strong soldier, gotta put up a fight. Keep moving through the tunnel, dig until you see the light. Feel like I let my family and my little sister down. I could tell from the talk, she acting different now. Wish I was there for her, not so damn distant now. Before I pray to God, I bow my head and hit the ground. Feel like a young nigga fresh dressed in designer clothes. Designer bags, hanging with fags, I'm tired of hoes. I don't freestyle, I write my bars, you know my flow. Put my pain on these verses, make they mind blow. Ma, I promise I'm trying to go to school, but it's hard. The guys on the block slanging, banging, and cracking cars. So please understand it's hard for me to play my part. I'm trying to be rich, driving all the fancy cars. I lost my brothers, rest in peace to Cole and Baby Joe. Disrespect the guys, I love the tote. And for my niggas, live it up, throw a party on a boat. Run it up, get a paper, and I'm ballin', that's for sure. Take my money, invest into a business, let it grow. Then go spend that money on Cartier and let it show. Drip down the Dior from my head to my toe. Ever see the ops and no remorse, cause they some hoes. Look, man, you gotta watch your homies, man, these niggas snakes. I been peeping niggas hate before they walk through the gate. Been peeping your Prada shoes, man, them bitches fake. Regret some of the pussies I've been with. Mistakes, in order to be the boss, you gotta pay the cost, nigga. Ride around in Maybachs like I'm Ricky Ross, nigga. You know when in my level, I got plenty sauce, nigga. I take my L's on my own, cause I ain't fault niggas. Queen independent, ooh, baby, you the shit. Ray Charles in the street, sway, I don't see, not a bitch. Throw VVs on your neck and put ice on your wrist. Rubbing on my chest while your hand on my blick. You always turn me on when you talking your shit. Gripping your thighs while I'm licking your clit. $300 steak dinner and brand new fit. You a queen in my eyes, hate to call you a bitch.
That was Q. That was Q Money. Talk to me. Exclusively here on Northside Plugged. We are in the building, everybody. Back on this beautiful Thursday.
What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday.
Woo.
Welcome back to another episode of Northside Plugged here on Q4 Radio. Thank you all for tuning in as always. We love and appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Gonna have another great show for you. Another beautiful Thursday, May 13th.
Yes, sir.
May 13th here in 2021. Very excited for the show. We got our special guest Q Moneyy in with us today. Just played his song, Talk to Him. You just listened to that. That was a great tune there. We'll chat up with him. Don't worry. Oh, hold on. Oh, I always forget this part. I always forget to hit the record. Now we're recording for the vocal recording. What's up, everybody? For the recording. Welcome into another edition of Northside Plugged, May 13th, 2021. Hope you're all having a great Thursday. This is BossDan. To my left, we have G Money, G Note, and our special guest, we got Q Moneyy. Q Moneyy, we just played a song, Talk to Him. Q Moneyy, how are you doing today, my friend?
Feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Blessed to be here. Appreciate it.
Of course. We're excited to have you, and we'll get chopping up with you shortly. Just want to... so after last week's show, thanks to Kevin Cole for coming in last week, and Ray. Yes, I was just I didn't know why I was.
It's all good.
Yeah, Cole and Ray for coming in last week. Great conversation. We just talked for those 2 hours, and we didn't even touch on sports, which is wild for me. Because we were in such a good conversation that we didn't even touch on sports for a minute because we were just having such a good conversation. But thanks to those guys. For coming in last week. Make sure you check out that interview if you haven't seen that yet. There's some posts on the IG page as well if you want to check that out. Yeah, so we got a great show. We'll talk to Kue Moneyy about all he's been working on, his music, his clothes, all that stuff. We'll talk a little bit of basketball. We'll talk a little bit of other things. But yeah, just an exciting show coming up for you guys today.
Absolutely feels great again having guests back in the building. Just feels like we're on a new chapter of Northside Plug. Again, Kue, thank you for coming in, man. Super excited to dive into the interview and everything. But yeah, man, everything feels good right now. We got beautiful weather outside. Got the window cracked.
It's warming up. It's warming up. It's finally time to start turning off the heat, and it's going to be time for that air conditioning. One of God's greatest inventions. One of mankind's greatest inventions is air conditioning. Air conditioning, internet. What was my third one? I guess the refrigerator, but that's the same thing as that's the same thing as air conditioning. That's basically the same thing as an air conditioning. You're just keeping your food cold. Yeah, so we have a great show. Oh, Eid Mubarak to all those who celebrate out there, of course. Wanted to get that out there to all my Muslim friends out there who celebrate. And there's one other thing I wanted to say before we dove deep into it. I guess just prayers for all those that out in Palestine and the Middle East, all that's going on out there. It's just a mess, and I just want to pray for all those people. That's happening with Palestine, and I guess the more I read into it, the more I find out the U.S. has a lot to do with it, which is who could have guessed that we were giving other people money so they could cause terror to others. Yeah. Big shocker there, but yeah, we don't have to get into that. That's a whole other conversation. But just prayers up to all those people and all those who are suffering and having to deal with those issues right now. We're with you, and we're sending our best in your direction. Absolutely.
If you're listening, make sure you hit that caller line 312-985-7834 if you want to chop it up over here on Northside Plug with Kue Moneyy and our beautiful selves. If you have any topics that you want to discuss with us, anything that's going on your mind, feel free to call us. We'll chop it up. Super open on the lines. You can listen to us on www.q4.org, TuneIn app, iTunes Radio, and if you're on that old school radio dial, you can tune it to AM 1680.
Yeah, don't touch that dial if you still got one of those old school radios, AM, FM. For all you still listening out there, we appreciate we don't discriminate against any of our listeners, whether you listen on to us from YouTube, if you want to see our beautiful faces. I mean, why wouldn't you? If you listen on TuneIn or iTunes or AM 1680, we just appreciate you all tuning in. So we thank you all for spending your Thursday evenings with us here at the Q4 Studios.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, Kue, how are you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real good. Real good.
Absolutely, man. So, what's it called? You got your Rich Flair on, we see.
Yeah.
What's the little story going on with Rich Flair?
Rich Flair, it originated from just having an idea. I just always had an idea and had in my mind that I want to come up with a clothing line. You feel me? Like I want to have my own little business.
Yeah.
And it just really came this year for real. Like I really just started thinking about having a clothing line this year. Like after seeing everybody, I got a whole bunch of homies that got clothing lines. Like shout out Matisse, you feel me? Like just seeing him, just sitting back watching him with his clothing line, man, and just seeing how his clothing line just booming like that, it made me and motivated me to want to, I need to just go ahead and get into it. Go ahead and get into it. So that's what I did. Came up with the name with somebody else and just put the ideas together, for real. Just put the ideas together, and it went from there. Rich Flair just basically stands for, it just means that you doing everything to the best of your ability, to the high utmost. Like you're not, no laziness, no handouts, no none of that. Like you're doing it to the utmost, to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
I like that.
Absolutely, man.
So this was like a pandemic kind of idea, or a pandemic kind of. It was birthed during the pandemic, if you will.
Yeah. It was definitely thought of during the pandemic. Like definitely had to. You feel me? Like I got to get me a business going for real. Like that's where it's at though. Like you got to have generational wealth. Like just being the entrepreneur and getting brought up into that, and getting brought up into that whole mindset. Like you get into all of the the generational wealth and financial freedom and retiring at an early age at 30 years old. You feel me? That'll be love. That'll be everything to have so much money that you wealthy for your family for generations, and you feel me? You can kick back and relax at 30 years old instead of 65. You feel me? So that's just what I've been on. So I got a whole lot. The clothing line, that's not it. Like, I want to get a restaurant. You feel me? I want to get a restaurant. I need the clothing line. I need haircut business. All of that.
I like that.
So I really plan on, like, the next 9-10 years, like, I really plan on having, like, all of my little businesses set up and booming, though, for real.
All right. I like that. So it's just starting with the clothing line, but then it expands elsewhere.
Yep. It's gonna start with the clothing line, get that boom and get my name out there, and go from there.
I like that. I like that energy and that planning. I mean, you already have the next steps you're already thinking of. So once the clothing line kind of hits a great point, then you can kind of start on the next venture, then the next venture, and then the next venture, and it keeps going.
That's exactly how I plan to do it. Like. I don't want to be a jack of all trades and a master of none. You hear that a lot. You feel me? Everybody want to be able to do everything, but don't really know how to do it. I want to be able to do everything and master. I want to be able to do everything and teach it to the next person. Everything. So
yeah, I feel like with a lot of people, sometimes we tend to spread ourselves thin over too many things, and that's when we become those master of none, where we try to perfect everything at once. But I like the way that you're going about it, because you're like, all right, I'm going to focus on this, then I'm going to move to this, then I'm going to move to that. You're not trying to do all three at once or all the steps at different times. You're saying, I need to perfect this craft before I move on to my next craft.
Exactly.
And time is on your side. You know, you're starting early, starting young. You know,
that's the good thing right there, bro. I got put on to this at a young age. Like, you feel me? Shout out to EMMG. Shout out to Drew and Steve. You know, if I ain't would have came into the business at a young age like that, I wouldn't have even knew all of this. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I didn't come from this mindset. I didn't come from this lifestyle. I didn't come from it. Like, this is something that I chose to walk down. This is a lifestyle that I chose to walk down. So, and I can honestly say, by me doing that, and you feel me, like it was a blessing. It was a blessing. So I ain't got no other choice but to continue to do the same thing. Have the same mindset.
Absolutely, man. And that's the key, bro. Is a business plan. You know, a business plan is gonna get you very far. And any successful business person, entrepreneur, creative, you know, anybody that's trying to build up something, will tell you the same thing. You know, is just having that business plan. And I'm 100% with you, man. I feel like Northside Plugged is a great example of just like, you know, it's like. It's a mixture of things just kind of happen, almost destiny if you want it, but at the same time, it's like putting your mind on the right things and applying it on the right energies, you know, and the right work ethic, as we were talking before, you know, before the show. The right work ethic is going to take you in the right situation, put you in the right situations, meet the right people, you know.
For sure.
I think that's, you know, just us meeting a few days ago type of thing, you know. All of this, you know, Dan,
it's
like,
crazy.
we, what's it called? We're new coworkers, basically, bro.
Oh, no, for real?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
and,
awesome.
We were chopping it up a little bit before we met, because we have a mutual friend that we also work with. And what's it called? He was telling me about Rich Flair and his clothes and everything, you know. And, yeah, man, we never linked up in the moment, but then he started at work, bro, and then, you know, we just clicked instantly. I was telling him about Northside Plugged, and it's crazy how we're here now, you know, and it all works, bro. So
it's crazy how those things work like
God
that.
work in mysterious ways, for real.
Absolutely.
He always does. He always does. I feel like, yeah, especially I think in this, I don't think especially, but in this past year, I think it's allowed us to kind of take a step back and realize that sometimes that things happen. Sometimes things are put in front of you for a reason, and sometimes they're taken away from you for a reason. Whether that be relationships, whether that be opportunities, or anything like that. There's a reason that things get put in your way, and there's a reason that things get taken out of your way or out of your picture. I always live by this thing that, like, the strongest soldiers get the toughest tests.
Absolutely.
It's one of the things that I've kind of lived by. So, not necessarily in this scenario the toughest test, but it's just one of those things that God's putting something in your way for a reason. There's a reason that that's getting in there. So take advantage of that, or figure out a way around that in any different situation. It doesn't really matter what it is. but that's just how I've always seen it.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So Rich Flair, where did you like get the inspiration for the name? If that's something you want to put out there.
We like it was we was in a this was when I was on my ex. We was just chilling in the bed one night, and she was just like, let's come up with a name. So we just get the brainstorming names, for real. We get the brainstorming names. She found this website where she can go and look, you can go and look and see if the name that you want is taken.
Sure.
And if
Cool.
it's taken, you feel me, it's paid for. Like, you can't do it whatsoever. Other than that, you can take the name, pay for the name, and now it's your name legally. So that's what we did. At first, we tried regular Rich, like RICH, and then Flair, but it was taken already. So, but we wanted to come up with the word Rich Flair, because we wanted to look like like I ain't gonna lie, like we kept a I would say like upkept lavish lifestyle a little bit. Like, we ain't like everything that we wanted to do, everything that we did was at the extravagant. You feel me? We try to do everything extravagant. We try to do everything what everybody else not doing. So that's what, like, basically, you feel me, like the word where we came up with Rich from. Like, we wanted, like, let's live lavish. Let's do everything, you feel me, at utmost. You feel me? And Flair just, I don't know. It just came. It just Flair. I don't know. I think she came up with the word Flair, but we both came up with her. You know,
it's a collaboratory effort.
Yeah,
absolutely. No, it sticks for sure, man. And it's like, I always like when there's like an idea, but it's not like, because you could have easily. I mean, obviously, like certain names were taken and stuff, but had you had the option, you could easily said just Rich, FLARE, right? Just if you wanted to. I'm not saying that's what you could, but I'm saying, like, I always just like when people are able to put their own little twists on something, but at the same time, it's still got that like double entendre type of thing, you know? So absolutely, man, it's unique, it's you, and I'm excited to see, you know, how your brand grows in terms of the clothing designs.
Yeah, I definitely got some more designs coming out real soon. Just be patient with me, bear with me, because it's just me right now.
Is that your first series?
Yeah, this is my first series, the original. You feel me? So
100% authentic.
100% authentic. You hear me? So there's just the first cutout, first layout, you know, just to see where things can go. And from what I see that I could go real far with it. So definitely got more designs coming. Definitely got summer fits coming, socks, hats, you know, shirts, girl, female clothes, crop tops, you know, all of that. We got all of that coming. Just be real patient with me. I promise you, I got you.
Absolutely. Well, you heard it here first on Northside Plugged. There's a lot coming with Kue Moneyy and Rich Flair, so just stay patient, and you're gonna get the new drop very soon, very soon. So Q. So we talked about Rich Flair. Do you want to talk about a little bit of your background? You know, where you come from, kind of what's inspired you to be where you're at now, and what you're doing. You don't have to give your whole resume and everything, you know, but
it was a cold February morning in the maternity ward of whatever hospital.
So I was born and raised in Chicago. Grew up in K-Town, out west. And I was always just like, you feel me, like just grew up. And just from what you familiar with, it just go to work, go to school, graduate, go to college, get a job, work, take care of your family. You don't really come from live life to the fullest. You don't really come from, you know, take trips, let's go out and enjoy, you feel me? Like, we just stuck up and brought up in that mindset of just stretch money. You got to stretch your money, your money, and we can't really do this. We can't really do this because we ain't got no money. Like, that's how I got brought up. And one day, like how I got into the whole entrepreneur thing and just working for yourself and really having that mindset of building generational wealth like that. I got fired from this job when I was 18. I'll never forget it. I was 18. got fired from this job. I was working on the boats at Navy Pier. Same day I get fired, I had found a flyer from EMMG flyer saying that they was hiring for like door knocking or whatever. Direct marketing, that's what it said, direct marketing. So by me just quitting, me just getting fired or whatever, I need some bread in my pockets, you feel me? So of course I called the number, woo. The lady instantly telling me like, yeah, you come in for an interview tomorrow. Damn, that quick? So I'm happy, I'm geek. So, you know, I go to the interview or whatever like that. I end up getting hired basically. So quick as you feel me?
Turnaround.
Quickest turnaround, like
quickest unemployment in the history.
for real though. So I'm like, all right, cool. I got a job, so working now. All right, cool. Now at first, I ain't really lock in with it for real. Like I felt like the company was trying to brainwash us. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I felt like they was trying to get us to just do everything that they do. Don't explain everything to us. Just be quiet. Just do what we say. So it was a couple of us that was like, nah, bro, we ain't going for that. We ain't going for this. But I can honestly say though, you feel me? Like just being in it, like locking in it. I ended up going and moving into Cincinnati, Ohio, for a year.
Oh, okay.
That's really when I locked in for real, for real. So me being out there and really locking in into the business for real, and really getting into the whole entrepreneur thing and really seeing what that's about. Like, it's not what I would have thought it had. It's not what I had thought it was. It wasn't that they was trying to brainwash us. It was like more of a like, y'all gotta grow up. Look, y'all, you feel me? This is the correct way how to do things. You want to have generational wealth. You want to have this X amount of money so your families don't have to worry about no bills or nothing like that. Your kids can go out and you can get your kids whatever. All right, this is the blueprint to it. You feel me? And the blueprint, it just was simple. It wasn't, you know? So just me doing that and just it's training my mind, you feel me, to look, you got to be on your P's and Q's. You can't just be ordinary like everybody else. You got to be on your P's and Q's. You know you like money. You know you like spending money. You know you like nice things. That's point blank period. That's anybody. And another thing that I like going by is, you feel me, we do the things today that most people won't do so we can afford the things tomorrow that most people can't afford. And that's real true. Like, that's really, really true, bro. Like, like I'm real humble. I ain't really going to speak on a lot of things, but that like, I was doing that. I was doing a lot of things that people wasn't willing to do back in 2019 when I was 19 years old. You feel me? And I was able to live the life that a lot of 19-year-olds can't live and can't, you feel me? But that's true though. So it's just ever since then, just that stake with me. You got to do the things that people won't be able to do so you can do the things that they can't do tomorrow. You feel me? So, but that comes with your generational wealth, with all of that. So
I like that. That's a great phrase. I like that.
yeah,
I like that. And I'm with you on sometimes when experiences or jobs that you get may not at first appear what you thought they were, or I've had sales jobs before, so I kind of relate to what you're saying in the fact of like, if you don't do it their way, then it's wrong. They try to brainwash you in their molding and like how they kind of sell the product or doing those things. And I get that, and then you transition to the point. I totally agree that it's not really about that. It's about figuring out how you can become successful. What your tactics are to become a good salesman or a good business person.
That's how
what works for you to know the product. What works for you to kind of get the information and the knowledge to be able to work in that level. And it may not. And sure, I've had multiple sales jobs where I can't remember everything that they taught me, but I think there are lessons in there that are more than just like, be polite to people, or like stupid like rules or like things like that, like bigger picture things.
It's really about the bigger picture for real. You really gotta really lock in to in order to see the bigger picture. If you're not locked in for real, you're not gonna see the bigger picture.
Yeah. So you definitely saw the bigger picture when you went to Cincinnati for a whole year. How growing up in the city like Chicago for your whole life and then moving to Cincinnati? How was that? Was that a bit of almost like a shock, or like because I've been to Cincinnati like a couple of times and I know it's nothing compared to Chicago, obviously.
No.
Not even close.
No, I mean, no, they not to throw no shade or no, you feel me, no city or nothing like that, because their city is their own city for real. But
Oh yeah.
you if you go to Cincinnati for real and just be out there for a little minute, you will see, especially being from Chicago. If you from Chicago and you go out there, you gonna say, oh, they trying to be like Chicago. You even go hear Cincinnati people say they try to be like Chicago. I swear to God, bro.
That's
They
so
be like,
funny.
they try to be like Chicago. I was hearing that all the time. They're like, they want to be Chicago so bad. Woo, woo. Man.
Okay, I can kind of see that from what I remember a little bit.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
but Cincinnati cool, though. Growing up in Chicago, definitely, I appreciate growing up in Chicago, though. Teach me a whole lot of things, streetwise and book-wise. So I'm definitely I'm far from done from a long shot. So just going out to Cincinnati, I'll be already just be on point about a lot of things, be smooth about a lot of things. I know how to operate. I know, you feel me, things, what not to do, what to do, what's okay, what not okay, what to look out for, you feel me, like, and then I pick up on vibes real cool too. So, I mean, I ain't really had no trouble out there for real. Other than that,
Skyline chili, yes or no?
I have never had
You
Skyline.
didn't have Skyline for a whole
I
year?
wanted to.
Dang.
I wanted to
All right.
so bad, so
right.
bad. But
It's one of those restaurants where like it's either you like it or you don't, because it's
Yeah.
just like a very, I don't even know how to. It's just Cincinnati chili, but it's chili, but it's chili on top of spaghetti.
ugh.
Chili on top.
It's
of
like
spaghetti.
so hard to explain, like when you don't know what it is.
Chili
the
on
whole
top
year-
of spaghetti. For
Yeah,
real?
it's like it's literally like it's literally like dry spaghetti, or there's like cooked spaghetti with chili on top of it.
You gotta designate a bathroom time after that, bro, 'cause it's gonna get hectic.
They also sell coney dogs. Those are pretty good.
Oh
though.
yeah.
Those
yeah,
are
yeah.
good.
I had the Belgian and waffle though. That was
Ooh,
fire.
ooh, okay.
That was
That's-
fire. That was my number one spot when I was down.
That
there.
sounds delicious.
Yeah, and then I got put on Waffle House when I was down there too. So.
Yeah, well,
Never had Waffle House.
You ain't never had
Never
Waffle
had
House.
Waffle
You
House.
bogus.
Never had Waffle House. I mean, where?
there's none really around here.
I was gonna say
You
there's
gotta
none
go
in
to
the city.
rural areas.
Chicago ain't got no Waffle
Yeah,
House.
yeah, and they don't have any from Massachusetts where I'm from. Like we don't have Waffle Houses. We have
Nah.
we have a lot of cafes, like small like mom and pop shops everywhere. We don't really have
Mm-hmm.
many chain breakfast places. Actually, that's a lie. We have some IHOPs, but even IHOP, like there were a couple IHOPs by me that just disappeared
True.
because there are so many mom and pop breakfast shops that
Yeah.
they just like took over.
But those are the best. The mom and pop
Oh,
breakfast
absolutely.
shops are the best, bro. You
Absolutely.
always gonna get the best, like homemade. I
for
love
sure.
those diner places. You know,
Yeah,
any diner you go to.
the same
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same acrylic white coffee cup or whatever that if it has that cup, you know it's gonna be a good breakfast.
You want some
Yeah.
coffee?
You want some coffee, sweetie?
I got some sugar in the back for you.
Yeah, man.
So Q, I just like your perspective, bro, and I'm curious, because I'm very intrigued of just entrepreneurship in general, bro, and I just want to like, through your experience as being an entrepreneur, man, you want to hit on maybe like, what's the best way to phrase this question? Just kind of like some ups in the entrepreneurial game and then some lows, if that makes sense for you. You know, like what do you find is like, you know, you enjoy some challenges and then there's some other challenges that are like, damn man, like this
Nah,
is tough.
Come on,
you know,
bro, I got you. Come on. So, I'm gonna start with the ups.
All right.
Being an entrepreneur, you make your own bread. You work for yourself, bro. If you don't work, you don't eat. If you don't work, you don't eat. So that was another reason too. Like another reason too of why I'm such like the person I am was because of my ex. Like she was an entrepreneur, and because I wanted to pursue her so bad, and I wanted, you feel me, our relationship, you feel me, I made myself like, nah, you feel me, this what I want, this what I gotta do. I gotta be an entrepreneur, you feel me, and I'm gonna be a dog at it, you feel me. I'm not just gonna be a regular entrepreneur. I'm gonna really be raw with it.
You gotta have that dog in you if you
Nah,
want to be
for
an
real,
entrepreneur.
for real.
100%,
You gotta
absolutely.
have a hustle that's out of this world. Like you gotta have a hustle, bro. If you ain't got no hustle, you can't be an entrepreneur. I'm just being 100 with you. So, just being that. So being with the ups, and you making your own bread. I build a team. When I was doing this was when I was in Cincinnati. So this was my up. All right. So I through the business, I'm you feel me, just going through my trials and tribulations. Now, cool, I didn't build a big enough team. Now I get promoted to assistant manager. So I done went from you know, a leader. It was like the ranking in the business went like, I think account executive, a leader, assistant manager, manager, office owner. So I went from a leader to a assistant manager. And when I did that, once I got bumped up to that, my check started hitting like $1,200. You feel me? That was my first. That was my first. Not my first $1,000 check, but my first check to like they shot up. Like my checks was like, you know, $900, $800 a band, you know, around that area. But after that $1,200 check, once I got promoted to assistant manager, my check started going up. So, and that was because we was doing deals. You know, I'm on my team. You feel me? And I like having fun too. That's what made the door knocking fun with me and my team. I made it fun with my team. You know, so we get more sales in a day. After that, another check. Next week check was like $1,500. Next week check $1,800. Next week check $2,000. Next week check $2,200. And I'm like, these are weekly commission checks, bro. Like these not a 2 week. We ain't gotta wait 2 weeks to get paid. We ain't gotta do all that action. No, this is weekly commission. Every single week I see $1,500 deposit, $1,800 deposit, $2,000 deposit. So that was my up, being an entrepreneur. That was my up, bro. Cause you feel me? Like I said, I was living a life that a lot of 19-year-olds couldn't live because I was doing a lot of things a lot of 19-year-olds wasn't gonna do. You feel me? So that was my up. Now, my down, the same exact time when I'm in Cincinnati, when you down, like you get tempted to do a fraud, what we call it. So if you can't get something done the correct way, you know, you might find a slick way to do it, or you might find a way to go about it, thinking ain't nobody gonna catch you, ain't nobody gonna catch on. So within the business, I was making mistakes. So by me making mistakes caused me to get my stuff turned off. My badge, I couldn't work no more. You know what that means? You can't make no money.
Damn.
So I went a whole 2 weeks, no bread, no deposits, no nothing. And this was way before I got promoted to assistant manager. Way before. Like, this is when I first had got down there. You know, just being thirsty, going around people, going around things, thinking I can be slick about it, you feel me, and end up getting caught up. Now my badge suspended, I can't work. I'm hurt. I gotta go a whole 14 days with no money. And I'm out in a whole nother state, a whole nother city. By myself, you know, me and my ex, of course, but by myself though. Ain't no dad, ain't no mom, ain't no go home, right? Ain't no support system. It's just us. So that alone, you feel me, made me to have that integrity and the discipline. You feel me? As a grown man, like, you gotta do what you gotta do to eat and survive. You can't do little boy stuff. You can't. It's not that time no more. You know, you out here by yourself. You know, so that was my down. Being an entrepreneur, I never go back to that though. Never would do it. Never would try it again. Lesson learned. Like I said, it was a life experience that made me disciplined, made me more integrity, and just want to do things the right way. You feel me? It ain't worth it. That definitely was the lesson I learned. It ain't worth it.
Yeah, those downs are more than anything teaching moments. Those downs that you experience in anything, whether it be your job or whether it be relationships or kind of things like that. I feel like the downs are almost as important as the ups.
Absolutely.
Because without the downs, you don't know how good those highs can be. If you don't, without those lows, you don't know how good those highs are.
Exactly.
It's all about, because life's all about peaks and valleys. No one no one does life on a straight trajectory northward, or no one does it on a straight incline upwards. Like, that's not how life works for people. Like, that's not. It's always about going up, down, left, right, corkscrew, backflip, whatever it is. Life always throws you through these loops, and it's for me, looking back on those lows and those downs, those are the moments where I really appreciate where I'm at now. And that's where I appreciate like where I'm at and where I'm going, because I know in those downs I really didn't think I could get to this moment, or I didn't think I could get here. But it's the when you see those downs yourself, you look at yourself in those downs and you're like, I was so pessimistic about what was going on. I'm so glad I was able to go through that, because I wouldn't have gotten here without that moment.
Nah, yeah, for real. Definitely wouldn't be where I am today, or my mentality today, if it wasn't for the ups and downs that I went through in my entrepreneur life.
Absolutely. And it's, you really find out a lot about yourself in those moments, you know, because especially, you know, if you're out in a different state and you don't have that support system where, you know, you can, I don't want to say you get comfortable, but it's, you're comfortable in the sense of like, oh, I failed, I know I can rely on my pops, my moms, whatever, you know.
Right. Yeah,
but
you
it's
ain't
like,
got that out there.
Absolutely. When you're on your own, and especially when you get older and, you know, nobody's going to feel sorry for you, that's when you really find out. It's like, you know.
They look at you like, all right.
Exactly.
And that's you, bro.
Exactly.
You feel me? So, man, you don't want to do that.
We all struggling out here at the end of the day, you know. We all trying to get money. We all trying to eat. And as you get older, you know, unfortunately, you know, people not going to feel sorry for you, you know. You know, you might have people that, whether they're around you or not, you know, that's going to help you and support you. But at the end of the day, man, it really is a dog-eat-dog world, you know. And but the key is to build yourself and build a great team / support system around you, so that, you know, even if you are in those moments where, you know, you out working, doing what you got to do on your own, you still know, like, I got people back home, I got people wherever that's counting on me, you know, relying on me to be doing what I need to do. And I, you know, speaking for yourself and myself, you know, Dan's self, it's like, I as the individual, I got to do this for myself too, you know. It's because it's just a crappy feeling when you just, you know, when you down bad, you broke, you know, but you, especially when you, like, you feel and you know that you have all this, like, potential, you know.
Oh, I was just going through that feeling. I'm not gonna cap to you, like, I was just going through that feeling, like, recently, like this year, a couple months ago, like, man, that feeling, it's a horrible feeling, man. So
absolutely,
you just, like, the good thing about me is I've never been the type to just sit around and mope. You feel me? I've never been the type to sit around and mope and complain to other people about why I ain't got this, or why, you feel me, this not coming to me. No, I'm gonna get up and go find something to do to go make some bread. You feel me? So I keep a job. Like, anybody that you know that know me gonna tell you, he keep a job, bro. You feel me? Since I was 18, I kept the job. Since I was 17, actually, I kept the job. Like, kept a job. So you just got to. You can't sit around and mope. You gotta get up, fix it, and do it yourself.
Money's the motive, man, for sure. For sure, you know. You know, you just said you were kind of going through those emotions, but, you know, you don't have to go into, like, exactly what it was you were going through, but what would you say, like, I guess in your mind, like, what kind of tools would you say you use to help, like, get yourself out of those moments, you know? So when you're in those deep moments and you're questioning yourself and you're, you know, you might be doubting yourself and just unsure of, like, okay, what's this next step leading me to? How do you kind of, you know, motivate yourself and get yourself out of those moments to see within yourself, like, yo, like, I'm Kue Moneyy, like, I got this. You feel me?
So, like, I don't know. I just, like, for example, if you feel, if I ain't got no job or whatever, like lately, like I said, I'm an entrepreneur, bro. You feel me? I'm not no 9 to 5 type of dude. You feel me? Like, I do it now just on consistent income. So just in case anything, the downs that come with my entrepreneur, come with the clothing line and all, I'ma still have the money coming in. That's the only reason I still do 9 to 5. You feel me? So,
absolutely.
Damn, what we just?
It was what kind of tools?
Okay, that's what we. So yeah, so I don't know. So, like, I go apply for a job, and I just literally have to tell myself, like, just give you feeling you gonna get hired. You gonna get hired. Don't stress. You feeling? Don't stress. And then by me being at home, you feel me, moving back in with so I still got support. So I still try to stretch my bread though. Like these are just the tools, like just keeping myself just calm about it, not really panicking about it. Like for one, my faith in God, that's the number one thing for real.
Absolutely.
Just the faith with God. Like my faith is just know, you feel me? God not gonna just let me struggle like that.
Yeah.
It's naturally. I tell myself that. I tell myself he ain't gonna let you struggle. You gonna get the job, bro. You feel me? So definitely gotta have faith. If you don't have faith in God, you ain't really you ain't gonna be nothing in the world. Ain't nothing
Absolutely.
really gonna go good for you, for real, for real.
I 100%
Like,
agree, man.
You gotta have faith. If you ain't got faith, you just gonna think negative all the time. You can't think negative. You think negative, that's how you mess yourself up.
Absolutely. You're
That's
gonna
really how you mess yourself up.
deteriorate yourself, implode, you know?
Yeah, so with the just having faith, my faith being strong, having, you feel me, a good support system, my pops, say jobs be coming through in between time.
Yeah.
They come through. Hey, yeah, come in for the interview. Other than that, my homies out here, my homies up. Like my homie Lataric, you feel me?
Shout out to Tarek.
Got me into the job or whatever. Right before that, my homie Merso got me in his job. So by me having faith, you feel me? God put certain people in my life, you feel me, as a stepping stool.
Absolutely.
As a handout, as help. Period. So that's a good thing too. You know? It's a lot that encounter with that.
No, you're absolutely right, man.
It's a lot of encounter with that.
I very much connect with that, and it's to like summarize what you said. It's like you gotta like convince yourself almost, when you're in that moment. It's like I'm not gonna be here forever. I'm not gonna be feeling this forever, and then it's taking that initiative, taking those steps to be like, okay, like you said, I'm gonna get this job, or I'm gonna be in this position in a few weeks or a few days or whatever, and it's all about manifesting.
I like that attitude about going into job interviews, because I always find myself in the interview process being like, oh, like why would, like finding it pessimistically, like why would they hire me, like why would they pick a kid like me? But you have to be like, why wouldn't they hire me? Like, are you serious? Like, I'm perfect fit for this job, and here's why I'm a perfect fit for this job. That I found myself in too many interviews, or too often in the process where I'm like, I'm not right for the job, but I'm just excited they want to talk to me, and like just like like maybe I can convince them, and like I'm always like, well, maybe this and maybe that, instead of being like, you know what, so what if I'm underqualified? Like I would do great at this job, and here's why I would do great at this job. It's about kind of keeping that positive attitude and faith. I think faith was the word you said a lot,
faith,
but
having faith.
It's all about having faith and belief in yourself. Because if you don't have faith and belief in yourself, then it's going to be hard to convince other people that they should hire you if you don't believe in yourself in the first moment.
And I feel like a little math formula, bro. Like you take faith, what did you say? Faith and
belief.
And you take faith and belief, and that's going to equal natural confidence. Manifest.
Manifest. You got to manifest
it.
That's something I had that had got instilled in me over the last couple of years. Like manifest everything that you want, manifest it. Manifest it, and by you having faith and believing, it's gonna happen.
Absolutely, man. No, I think that's so important, bro, and I appreciate you saying that on the air, bro, because I think a lot of people out here, whether they are self-aware or not, a lot of people, I don't know, man. I think it's the sense of faith and the sense of God, I think, may throw a lot of people off. And I think it's more so because of just the connotation of religion, and just religion certain connotations of religion throws people off. And I mean that in like the structure of how religion is, no matter what religion it is. But I think to like generalize it and how I personally, kind of maneuver through life, is like you said, having that faith in God, whether it's God or Jesus or Buddha or Allah or whoever it is that you speak to, you know is your higher force, whatever makes sense to you. I feel like that's just what you have to ride with, But again, it has to be on that positive direction, because I think a lot of people, you know, misconceive themselves, and you know, they believe what they believe in, but I don't know, they have like a misguided sense of faith, you know, and without understanding, like, yo, my life isn't totally fully in my control, you know, there's a lot more out of my control that is manifesting, right?
Yeah.
And I think it takes a certain sense of maturity and understanding to get to that point, to understand that, you know, when you're in those deep moments, rather than, you know, you're either going to fold, or you're going to feel sorry for yourself, and you're going to give up, and it's just over for you, you know, and you're just waiting for that next person or somebody to sweep you off your feet and save your day, you know, or like you said, you're going to have that faith, you're going to have that confidence within yourself, like, okay, yeah, I'm down, I'm not where I want to be, you know, this sucks, but I have faith that, you know, God is on my side. I have faith that, you know, I was raised the right way, or maybe I wasn't raised the right way, but through life, what's it called? I found the keys. I see the light type of thing, you know?
Get up and go get it. That's all you got to do.
Absolutely, you
Just
know?
get up and go get it.
Absolutely, and we all go through what we go through in life, and that's exactly what Kue Moneyy said, you know? No matter what you're going through, you got to go up and go out and go get it, because ain't nobody going to hand it to you. And that goes back to entrepreneurship, you know? Like, you got to go up. You got to wake up every morning and get that money, because otherwise, like you said, you're not going to eat. So absolutely, man. Faith is key. Faith is key. So, rapping, the artist side of Kue Moneyy. When did that spark inside of you? When did you come to the realization that, yo, I want to tap into this artistry?
With rapping, so I always had homies that rap. Like, when I was younger in grammar school, for example, like I had my homie Keys. So Keys, he was, you know, this is like my brother. So me, him, and my our homie, my teacher, you know, we all grew up together. But me and Keys was always at the crib just chilling, listening to songs, and he was into music. I'm into music. So I remember when we first started, we was playing, you know, we was making songs off a web camera, like real live off a web camera, bro. Like, we'll set the web camera up on the computer and record ourselves rapping the song. So, and from there, it was just, I guess, the elevation. Like, both of us, we always stuck together. Like, he was like my rappy when it came to rapping. Like, he had got me started.
Okay.
Like,
and how old were you around this time?
What, 10?
Okay, so it was you.
I was young.
Okay, for sure.
I was young. We was shorties, like, for real. We was like, what, 6th grade? We were like 6th grade. No.
10, you probably like 4th or 5th maybe, right?
When I was 10?
Yeah,
nah, I'm
like
saying the
5th
wrong
grade,
age, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like, but I don't remember how old I was. I know we was like, when we started, it was like 5th grade, 6th grade type thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and that's what just got us started. And ever since then, I liked doing it. You know, at first I started, it was just something that I'd do on the side whenever I came, you feel me, got up with him.
Mhm.
Like, I'll come and chill at his crib, and we'll mess around with the web camera or something. So, and from there, he ended up getting like some little studio equipment or whatever, and we'll record a little bit. So, I don't know, yeah. So that like, that's how it started, and then the way it got down to how I am now. I had a homie, rest in peace, Lil Cole. He was a rapper, and he ended up passing away. So I'm just like, you feel me? So not saying that I'm doing it for bro, but he's definitely one of the reasons, like, that's inspiring me to go crazy. You feel me? Like,
journey type of thing.
exactly. Like, he was really going crazy with it though. Like, no bap, he was really going crazy. So You feel me? It's just something that he would want to do. It's something that he would like. I like doing it anyway. Not like I said, not saying that he's the reason why I'm doing it, but he's part of the reason why I'm doing it. You feel me? So I want to go crazy, just like he'll go crazy. You feel me? And see where it really will take me. You feel me? So, and other than that, it's just the support. You know, like I said, my homies that rap, like a lot of people, I don't really hear too much that my music trash. Like. You be hearing that a lot about people music. Like, you will hear that, like, his music bogus as hell. Ooh. I don't never hear nobody tell me nothing for real. Like, they might tell me a couple lines I can fix, but for the most part, my music decent. So that's another thing that keep me going. Like, it's decent. You feel me? It's actually decent. It's not trash. So all I gotta do is just keep it up. Consistency is key. So, and then I look at, you know, all the other big time rappers, Lil Durk, Lil Baby and them. And from the videos, from where I first started listening to them up until now, the same thing with me. From when I first started, just elevating. You go and actually elevate the more you do it, you know? So I'm real excited, you know, like, just to see where this will take me, man. Like, for real, for real.
Yeah. I think recognizing that growth as an artist is important, I think. Because if you don't grow as an artist, then I don't think that's... I'm not really an artist myself, so I could just be talking out of my butt, and you can both tell me if I'm wrong here. But I feel like as an artist, if you don't grow, then you're just gonna be stuck in the same place, and that's gonna keep you. It's not gonna keep you going, or it's not gonna keep you motivated to keep going. Right. Where it might keep providing you with income or things like that. If you've reached a certain level and you can stay in that zone, and you'll be fine in that zone. But most of the time, for most artists, you got to keep growing, you got to keep changing, you got to keep things on the fly, because that's what helps. I don't just think it's for opportunity purposes. I think it's just for like your mental state, because it's so good. It's so important to as we were saying earlier, to try to kind of to put your what's the right word? Find different outlets to put your art through, whether it be music or fashion or video production or acting or all these other things. Those other forms of art help you with the one that your bread and butter, as you'd say. Absolutely. Like the music, like this, like G Money getting this camera and practicing shooting. It may not seem like it, because how would a camera help you figure out how to rap better, or how to make beats better? But there is some aspect of that creativeness and that literally and figuratively, the lens you look through that gives you a different perspective on what you do. And that is able to provide you with more experience and allows you to keep growing as an artist.
Absolutely.
Does that make sense?
For sure.
All right, cool.
You got to be, I think what it is, man, Dan, you're absolutely right. And you know, you got to be open to the growth, you know, and you have to, I don't know, man, because at the same time, it's like, it's not just one thing. It's not like overnight you're like, oh, I'm here, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's a never-ending process, and it's life at the end of the day, you know? Like, I think people that, I'm just saying in general, like being an artist, there's kind of like that in-group, you know? And then not being an artist, you're like, it's like you're either making the music or you're listening to it type of thing, you know? And I don't know. It's exactly that. Like, you got to be open to the growth, but at the same time, you got to be like aware of the moment of the process. And like, in order to grow, you got to be able to be like, okay, I'm kind of stagnant at this moment, or I see like, I don't know, you just kind of got to catch yourself, you know? And then especially with like music, and you know, like Q hit it as well. You just got to be open to different sounds, and you know, just, I don't know, like, be open to new horizons, like you were saying, Dan, you know? And it's just all about where your passions lie. And as you get older and you develop, you figure out, like, what you really want and how you want to move about life. And then you slowly but surely are just, it draws you to different mediums. So for me, it was like, you know, artistry, beats, slowly but surely camera stuff. Q, it's, you know, clothing designing, his music. I'll pass it off to you to justify it for yourself. You know, I'm not gonna speak for you.
I mean, that's pretty much really I got what's going on right now. Just focusing on my music and my clothing right now, for real.
Absolutely, man. What would you say in terms of your music? What are some of your like inspirations? The track that we heard was very, you said people mess with your music, and I can obviously see why. No, I'm 100%, man, because it.
Appreciate
I
it.
mean, we just met, but I don't know, bro. You can always tell when somebody's genuine. Whether it's through music or whether it's just on some real life stuff. Like if you're aware and you got that EI or ability to read people in situations. You can always tell. Real recognize real type of thing. And for me, I thought it was pretty obvious. Just like you definitely put your soul in that track, man. You're talking about your mom
Gratitude.
and your sister, absolutely, bro. So you want to talk a little about that, like whether it's other artists, like you said, Lil Durk, Lil Baby. What are some of your musical inspirations, and what do you like on your normal life? What do you take out of your normal life to channel into your artistry?
All of the young artists right now that's in the industry are definitely the influencers. Cause I really look at them, especially Polo G.
Yeah.
You feel me? Shout out Polo G. I look at him, me and him the same age, like exactly the same age, and like he's living his lifestyle, bro. Like folks was just on the block, literally.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, bro. Like he was just on the block, in Chicago with the guys, So just to see that from him rapping, doing the same thing I'm trying to do, it tells me that's just right there, let alone shows me, you feel me? It's possible.
Absolutely.
It's real possible, you feel me?
Absolutely.
Lil Durk and them, like, it's possible.
Yeah.
All
That's
I gotta
how
do,
I feel with Lil Durk.
yeah, it's
Chief
possible.
Keef,
All they, like,
Baby,
they legends.
They all my age and
Exactly,
stuff, so I
bro,
can
you feel me?
relate,
So
yeah.
they legends for sure.
Yeah.
But they came from the same place we come from,
Yeah.
Chicago,
Yeah.
on the block, literally, like the same place. So if they can do it, bro, and all they doing is rapping about them, rapping about the life, they life, you feel me? It ain't nothing to it. My music not bad. All I gotta do is do the music,
going,
write the
exactly.
songs. That's it. That's all. So
Network.
definitely,
business.
especially like all the young people, especially people that come from Chicago, is what inspires me to go crazy, bro.
For sure, man. I 100% agree. And well, man, like especially when you go to Cincinnati or you go out of town, like I really find this too, man. Like whenever I go out of town, bro, I really appreciate being from Chicago, because you just feel like, man, like we really are a different breed,
Nah, for real.
we see the world in a certain way where it's just like, I don't know, man. A lot comes with the territory of being from Chicago and growing up in Chicago, but at the same time, man, like you're molded a certain way that like they say, like you, whether it's Chicago or New York, you come from a city like this, like you can make it anywhere, So I can 100% agree with that, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Where do you kind of see yourself going with the music? I mean, obviously, don't set limitations to yourself, but how what do you see yourself down the line?
Do you think the music's more of an avenue for the rest of your entrepreneurial goals, if I said that correctly?
Yeah.
Or do you want the music to go along with everything else that you want to do?
Because you're multifaceted.
And we love multifaceted people.
Here on Northside Plugged.
Q4 Radio.
To be honest with you, I haven't really gave it too much thought as to how far I want to take it. But I do know that I want to take it as far as I can.
Sure.
I want to take it as far as I can, and I want to try to see. Not even that I want to try to see, but man, Joe, like it's
You're right in the middle of the process right now, right?
yeah, it's just I don't know. Like I want to live that lifestyle, like that generational wealth, bro. Like I said, just looking at Polo G, just you feel me, to how bro living now, just from rapping, you feel me? Like he living in big mansions and cars, 3-4 cars, you feel me? Like that was my dream, and bro living that at 21.
Yeah.
Dude, like that would be life, that would be love, you feel me? I'd be set. So that's I definitely want to get a good run out of this.
Mhm.
I definitely do. I want to go forward. I want to take it as far as I can.
Yeah, for sure, man. And it's just all about the process, bro, and enjoying it and loving it. And
Yeah.
you know, like when you're new or newer, it's so exciting, you know, and it's a drug, man. It's like the adrenaline is crazy, and it's like once you get over that, and you're kind of like, not to say, I'm just saying in general, you know, I feel like I'm just speaking from my process. Like after that first initial rush of like, oh my gosh, like this is what I'm doing, and this is the possibilities and everything, you know, things kind of sink in. And going back to entrepreneurship, bro, it's like, okay, maybe the money's not coming in how you thought it was, or the process isn't happening as fast as you thought it was.
Right.
You know, things aren't unraveling how you thought it was. Again, those are the moments that are going to teach you, like, okay, like, is this really what I want to be doing? Am I willing to go through these challenges, or is this just a route that, like Dan was saying, like, is it going to get me to that next step, you know? But, man, I can just tell you, bro, like, as an artist and, you know, wanting to pursue being a long-time artist, man, just you got to keep that fire alive, bro, and you got to keep that inspiration and creativity alive, you know, because if that fades, man, it just it sucks.
You gonna be another young jock.
It sucks, you know. Hell yeah, man. You know, I mean, there's a lot of artists out here, bro. You know, no matter where they get through in the process, bro. You know, a lot of times that fire runs out, and a lot of times you can hear that in the music. You know, you can hear towards the end of their careers or whenever that point is. You know, it's like
It don't give you that same.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because when you, more than not, artists' best music is like their first few projects, because that's when they're the hungriest, you know, and you really hear where they're coming from and what they got to spit about. And then once they get into the industry and they're a little more commercialized, you know, there's a lot more outside influences trying to like control your
What you rap about.
your what you rap about, your brand, just your overall image, you know. So it's again, like, in terms of being an entrepreneur and trying to do a bunch of different things, like, I think that's a great position to be in, again, especially at a young age. And you know, you've been through what you've been through in terms of your entrepreneurial lifestyle thus far, man. So just credit to you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean
Appreciate
to ramble.
it.
Yeah.
Nah, you good. Appreciate it.
So yeah, just keep that fire alive, man, and just enjoy the process, you know. Don't limit yourself, for sure.
For sure. Appreciate it.
Is there a certain sound that you're trying to like gravitate towards?
It's not a specific sound I try to gravitate towards, but I have heard from multiple people that I give them like J. Cole vibes,
I felt that too.
Kanye West
Yeah.
vibes, Jay-Z
Yeah, I heard a little bit
vibes,
about that.
Meek Mill. So I mean, it's a good thing. I guess it's a good thing because those are, you feel me, my top rappers, a couple of my top rappers.
Sure.
So I mean, that is a good thing. You know, people do listen to them. They hot. So just the flow, you feel me? If I got the same flow as them, shit, I was gonna fuck with it, I guess. They gonna mess with it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's just the process, bro. Well, I think we're gonna take a quick little break over here on Northside Plug, give ourselves a chance to breathe a little bit, let you guys breathe. Don't touch that dial. We are going to be right back over here on Northside Plug with Kue Moneyy, rocking Rich Flair. We back on Northside Plugged.
We back.
Thank you for everybody sticking with us.
Thank you for sticking with us during that break. We appreciate you all.
And if you left, hey, that's all good too. Thanks for listening. Appreciate
If
you.
you left and we don't want you. I'm just kidding. We love you guys. Always. Thank you for tuning in. Any of you, for those of you new to the show that Q brought in, we thank you for tuning in. We really
Absolutely.
appreciate it. If you hit that subscribe button, you'd be a good friend.
We would appreciate
We'd appreciate that. All of you commenting on the show, we appreciate it. There are a couple questions, Q, that the people are asking, if you don't mind me.
Oh, what's up? What's
All right,
up?
word.
What's up?
Word. So these are actually kind of the same question. One of them asked any new music, and one's asked when's the album dropping. I was digging that single.
Yeah.
So any do you want to tease any new music or anything like that?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I got some new songs on the way. I just been just chilling for real. You know what they say? I'm chilling till my tape drop. But now I'm finna start just dropping videos after videos though. I'm finna over the weekend just start dropping all my music that I got finished on SoundCloud. And then YouTube, my YouTube platform is gonna be for the videos and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And other than that, yeah, I got a song I could play.
Excellent. Where on your do you have your YouTube out yet, or are you working on it?
Yeah, no,
page.
I got a YouTube channel.
You want to
yeah,
tell the people where
yeah.
you can find you and SoundCloud? Q Money in the building. Rich
so
Flair.
the YouTube channel is gonna be Say Less ENT.
Okay.
That's the YouTube channel. Say Less SAY LESS. And
One
then-
word?
Yeah, that's one word, and then space ENT. That's YouTube.
Dope.
And then my SoundCloud, I believe, is Q Money.
For sure.
2 Y's.
Y'all go check it out. Stay tuned. A lot of new music on the way.
Instagram Q Swervo, KUE_SWERVO. I'll be dropping my music on my Instagram too. Closing line too.
Yeah, I dropped. So if for all you on YouTube, I dropped those in the comments. So if you want to follow our boy that way, check it out there. You know all of our social medias if you haven't yet. Northside Plugged, NSP Chicago 312 on Twitter. But just Google Northside Plugged and you can find us anywhere on those. And you can find G and I's personal handles from those links in the bio. Well, we took a quick break, and I'm kind of upset we did because we didn't have much else to talk about. So we're just gonna hop in right to the freestyle.
I had a quick question
Oh.
for the people.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Back
oh,
on the people.
Whoa, back to the people.
Because you're talking about your album, bro. Just a
Yeah.
question for the people. Obviously, you don't have to give too much, but
For the people.
what can the people expect from that album or that project from
Good-
Q Money?
Good question, G.
What can they expect?
Yeah.
They can expect some heat. They can expect some real talk. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It really gonna be a vibe, man. Like this album, I'm gonna put out a tape. I'm finna ready to put out a tape, and me and my homie Keys finna put out a tape. The dynamic duo. So make sure y'all be on the lookout for the tape. And my personal tape drop. It just really gonna be a vibe, like that vibe, man. Like you sit back and just bob your head to, and just you feel what I'm saying. Like it's gonna be one of those y'all really gonna enjoy it. You gonna like it. You gonna want to put it on repeat all week.
Absolutely. No,
Love
we're excited, man, for sure. Up and coming artists over here, Q Money,
So
developing right before our eyes. First series of Rich Flair on his back at this moment.
man, you hear me? You gotta rock your stuff.
Always.
You got to.
Always. If you don't rock it, then who is?
Exactly. But
Mhm.
yeah, the fan base starting to grow though. Like I can see my fan base growing. You feel me? From the rapping and my clothing line. Like a lot. You feel me? Everybody starting to reach out to me now. You know, and so like I said, it's the same thing. It's just elevation.
Yeah.
As long as you don't stop, you gonna get better. Just keep going. Accept the help. Be coachable. That's the number one thing.
Ooh.
You gotta be
Yeah.
coachable with a
Be coachable is a great
lot of
word.
things. You feel me? From the rapping, I'm very coachable. Like I got a lot of people always tell me. I tell people, you feel me? When I tell them my raps, let me know something I can fix. Let me know what I mess up on. Let me know if it's bogus. You feel me? Let me know. Like, cause it's for y'all. It ain't for me. It's for y'all. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, and even with the clothing, like, let me know. You feel me? So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's-
Coachability is a huge quality that I take pride in as well. Just being, so I'm glad you said that, because that was something that we missed earlier in our business in our career talk. I guess coachability, I think, is one of the most important characteristics to have if you want to grow as a person or as an entrepreneur, artist, whatever. Being coachable, being able to take criticism and to put it into what you're doing, and knowing you're not the best and trying to help take advice from others who are the best or who are more experienced. That's such an important characteristic to have in people.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
Absolutely, man.
You got to.
Gotta be open to learning, man. People be getting booty hurt, bro.
Nah, for real.
Music sucks. What? Why?
Man.
No, it
I be
doesn't.
mad, Joe. Like, nah, for real though. Like, I know people that just sit there and like you need to stop rapping for real, boy. You bogus. You feel me? But even just like I be just not even me. Like, it ain't even got nothing to do with me. Like, I just sat back and watched people. You know, I just sat back and watched people try to give correct what is called
I know.
corrective criticism or something like
I know.
that.
Yeah, I can't.
Constructive
Correct.
criticism.
Yeah, that's what
It's
it
slipping
is.
my mind.
Constructive
Exactly, yeah.
criticism.
But people can't take that. Like,
Mhm.
they just sit there and look at you like you stupid. Like, what, bro? I know what I'm doing. You feel me? I don't need. Ain't nobody ask you. Like, but you feel me? You need that though, cause you're not gonna get better if you ain't got what you say?
Constructive criticism.
Yeah, exactly.
Constructive criticism. The word of the day. Ah!
Shouts out Pee Wee Herman. That's the word of the day.
Exactly.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, for sure. I mean, some advice to the people out there, man. Drop the ego in terms of,
for
you
real.
know, constructive criticism. Because, I mean, if you're able to drop that ego and you know, have some humility, you know, and vulnerability, I think that's the key, man. It's like we're all human. We're all going to make mistakes. We're not perfect, you know. And I think, again, going back to confidence, too, you know, you have the confidence within yourself to put yourself out there and, you know that there's a possibility that you could fail, you know, like, sure, that's okay, but at least you came out here and you know, you did what you had to do. Exactly.
Yeah, that's all it is. Like I just had a show. It's crazy you say that. Like, I just had a show in Atlanta, you feel me, over the weekend. And it was like a little contest, you feel me, 5, 6, 7 people, you know, in a contest. Whoever win get what it was, $300 or something like that. So I went originally, you feel me, yeah, all right, cool, sign me up. Like, but I want to go for the exposure, though.
Yeah.
You feel me? I want to go to get my name out there. Y'all need to hear my music. So even if I don't win, it's cool because I still win. Y'all heard my music.
In a whole different state.
Exactly, in a whole different state. And bro, like, you feel me, they was messing with it, though. They was showing love in Atlanta after I got done performing. Like,
That's awesome.
everybody coming up to me, you feel me, like, asking me for my Instagram. As you feel me, telling me the song was hot and everything. So that alone right there, you feel me, that made me, you feel me, want to keep going. I got too excited when they did that. So you can't have ego. You can't have ego. Can't have ego. Like, you just can't.
Absolutely. We're all human, man. You gotta accept yourself for who you are and just go far, you know?
I'm sorry, you said you performed in Atlanta last week?
Uh-huh.
That's amazing. That was amazing. How was it? Did you do shows before? This is like a whole, like, I guess this is where my pandemic brain's at. But like, how was the atmosphere, like the people? Was it just like totally normal? Everything? Like, was everything cool and everyone had a fun time?
It was a fun time.
I can imagine it was a fun time.
It was at
I feel like people getting back into concerts is just gonna be such a great atmosphere because everyone's gonna be so excited to be in that kind of space in these times.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like that was my first performance. Like, that was my first performance. You feel me? So, and just my first time being in an environment like that. Like, and it felt good. You feel me? I wasn't nervous or nothing like that. You feel me?
That's great.
It felt good though. It was a good feeling. So that's why there's another reason why I want to keep going with this shit. That feel good. It feel good.
So wait, you performed what, like last week, right?
I performed last Friday.
So, and is this your first interview by chance, or no? Have you been interviewed before?
This is my second interview.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
But either way, man, God is definitely on your side, bro. In this past
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, for real though. Yeah, I got another performance. I got 2 more performances coming up.
Mhm.
One on May 28th. It's in Gary, Indiana, and then I got another one in Nashville coming up.
Awesome, for sure. So you moving, man. You moving.
Yeah, for real.
Sure.
Things starting to move for me. People starting to, I'm starting to meet people. You feel me? Network with people. Starting to get my name out there. So I say that my hard work is starting to pay off a little bit. You feel me? Like I said, it's still a long way I gotta go. It don't stop here. Like I said, I want to take this as far as I can. So if that it takes me in the industry, it takes me. You feel me? I'm checking 30K a show. Then that's what it's gonna be. You know, that's what it's gonna be, and that's what I'm gonna pursue. I ain't gonna stop doing this until I ain't got no choice but to stop. Point blank period.
That's a good. Yeah, it's a good. I like that. That's a great phrase.
By Q Money.
That's a great phrase.
Q's definitely dropped a lot of gems on us tonight for sure.
Yeah.
Let's go back. We'll have to go back and pick some of those out. There were some great gems.
I got some on the can, so y'all gonna make sure. What's it called? That's a good segue. If you're listening and watching and hopefully subscribing to our Northside Plugged channel, we'll have segments and snippets of this specific episode with your boy Q Money. Just so if you miss certain parts of the interview or you want to hear certain parts of some of your favorite parts that you heard of Q tonight, we'll hope to have that out on the YouTube channel sometime during this week. So just want to make it accessible to y'all and give Q the full exposure that he deserves.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you coming for sure.
Absolutely.
What's it called? I just want to make sure we hit on it. You're talking about your shows. Was there anything else you wanted to promote that you got going on? People should look out for.
That's really it. You feel? I got clothing line, Shop Rich Flair. We got a website, richflair.com. We got an Instagram, richflair_apparel. We got a Facebook page, Rich Flair LLC. Like I said, anything you feel you want custom made clothes and hit my line. Just hit me up. Let me know what you want made. I'll get it there for you the same day.
That's dope.
Other than that, if whatever you want that I ain't got on hand, you can always go to the website or always place an order with me. You feel me? And send a deposit or whatever the case may be, and you gonna have your clothing. So other than that, Shop Rich Flair, Shop Rich Flair, Shop Rich Flair. The music, like I said, I got more
heat.
They in the vault, you feel me? And I'm finna open the vault up in a minute. So just make sure y'all ready. Videos dropping out the videos, songs dropping out the songs. Like I said, I got 2 more performances coming up May 28th in Gary, Indiana. Make sure y'all get their flyers on my Instagram and Facebook page, Snapchat. I got another show in Nashville coming up. Still waiting on the dates for that. When I get the dates, I'll let y'all know.
Awesome, man. A lot to look forward to for Q Money. So y'all stay tuned and stick with him and support him. He's gonna support you, and it's all love. Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I think that's a good segue to our live performance by Q Money himself. He's got a special song that he wanted to perform for us, so we're honored to be in his presence in the moment of said performance. So I will let DJ BossDan set us up with the beat when he's ready, and Q, you let us know when you're good, and we will.
I'm ready whenever y'all
get it popping. All right, let me get situated. You're good whenever you're Gucci, Dan.
Okay. All right, let me get this beat up real quick. Okay. So, for those of you who aren't familiar with our show, we always end every show with a Northside freestyle. Usually, my partner G Moneyy G freestyles. We either freestyle or we have people perform. So we're gonna have Q perform a little song for us, of course.
Yeah, 'cause I can't freestyle.
Yeah, that's okay. Q, don't worry, neither can I. So you're all good on that front. You're not the only one who can't freestyle in this room. All right, so we're gonna get a performance here from Q. Let me start this music up and we'll get it popping.
you know about patience? What you know about patience? What you know about patience? Patience. What you know about patience? Grinding your whole life to be labeled the greatest. What about patience? Steady thinking how you gon' make it. Too much negativity in his ear saying just face it. What about patience? Boy, you don't know nothing about patience. When you're back against the wall and you acting Jamaican, crying thinking to yourself like how you gon' make it. Ain't got $1 to your name and you live in the basement. What nigga, how that work? My nigga, I don't know. You just gotta have faith or trust that God gon' show. I done seen it with my own eyes, nigga, that's for sure. I got a problem, call up Turbo, my nigga, he gon' blow. No drive-bys, walk us, face to the flow. Minimum wage ain't enough, nigga, I need some more. Cooking C on the stove and I'm bagging up dough. Now you doing anything just to get to some dough. Cause I'm trying to get rich and make it up to the top. I done came a long way from standing up on the block. You got homies trying to kill other homies, they gotta stop. If that bitch toxic, I'm telling her that she getting blocked. Cause I'm patient, got plenty hoes I can restock. You can have a back, Brody, I'm done with her, she a thought. And this song's supposed to be inspirational, but it's not. Young rich nigga, I'm trying to make it up to the top, on God. What you know about patience? 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 When you know about patience? What you know about patience? What you know about patience? What you know about patience? Grinding your whole life to be labeled the greatest. What about patience? Steady thinking how you gon' make it. Too much negativity in his ear saying just face it. What about patience? Boy, you don't know nothing about patience. When you're back against the wall and you acting Jamaican, crying thinking to yourself like how you gon' make it. Ain't got $1 to your name and you live in the basement. That's Kue Moneyy, patience, man. Drop it soon. Be on the lookout.
Kue Moneyy, patience. We want to say thank you very much to Kue Moneyy for coming in today. CEO of Rich Flair.
Yes, sir.
Really appreciate you coming in, man. It's been a great interview.
Blessings, blessings, blessings.
Great time, great vibes.
Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it. Great. Yeah, thank you for coming in. So much, so many great words. I'm literally gonna go back and listen to some of the words you said. There were some great quotes in there that I want to pluck. I really liked.
Gratitude.
Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate all of our new fans, old fans, anyone, young, old, in between. Thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you all. Thank you to Kue Moneyy again for coming in. Make sure you check out all his stuff. It's in the comments there. We'll be back next week as we always are. Next week we're gonna dive deep into the NBA playoff picture. Because I think the full picture will be set by then, so we'll have kind of a good idea of what I think the play-in games are the 18th and 19th.
Yeah.
So we'll have the 1 through 8 seeds all figured out by then. So we're gonna dive deep into that next week. So don't worry about that. I know you've missed my sports ramblings as I usually do, but don't worry, we'll get into it next week. Thank you all again for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, follow. We got Que's IG up there. Make sure you follow Northside Plugged. Just Google us, search us on all your favorite social media so you can find us that way. That's all I got.
I want to give some quick shout outs to our commenters. I want to shout out Lataric. I want to shout out Courtney, 4200 Keys. Shout out Catherine. Shout out Tasha. Shout out Erica. And yeah, shout out to y'all for commenting. That's much love.
Thank you all for tuning in.
That's
we appreciate
love,
you
that's
all.
love.
That's some great comments. Appreciate you all. All showing Q some love. That's what it's all about. Showing everyone love. And we
Definitely
appreciate you all. Thank you. So yeah, that wraps up the show. Any other?
Yeah, I think we're
Once again, Eid Mubarak to all those who celebrate. Celebrate. I hope you're all having a great celebration. Have a great weekend.
stay safe.
Enjoy the weather if you can. Get outside.
I think it's gonna rain low key.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
Ah,
this weekend,
shucks.
yeah.
Well, stay dry and enjoy the weather. Enjoy other people's company if you can. I know the CDC is starting to saying that we can not wear masks anymore if you're vaccinated. So, but stay smart with it still, and
be considerate.
Be
to the
considerate
next person.
as well, and yeah, just enjoy the weekend if you can.
Absolutely.
Love you all. Peace.
Much love. Take care. Be safe out there, Chicago.
If you're looking for a show to binge, Invincible on Amazon Prime. Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Nah, y'all gotta see the show, the movie Monster on Netflix. The movie ahead.
Okay.
It's like the book Monster. I don't know if you ever read it.
I've never read it.
Never read it.
But go on Netflix. Go on Netflix.
Monster on Netflix.
Just Monster on, bro.
On Netflix. Check that out too. There's some weekend. If it's raining, those are some viewing recommendations right here from the table. G, you got a viewing recommendation before you send the people off?
Go watch The Proof by G Money
The
G
Proof.
Note.
There it
On
is. The
YouTube.
Proof music video. Look that up. G Money G Note. Shot by yours truly, Boss Dan.
BossDan the man, the
So
cameraman.
Check that out. Thank you all for tuning in again. We love you all. Peace.
Take care. Awesome.